Hey there. So, the title of this docu-journey is called To Opt In or Not to Opt In. That is the question. So what's going on? Well, I find myself as an author in the Anthropic lawsuit settlement claim for $1.5 billion, of which 500,000 titles are in that subsuit out of approximately 7 million titles that were pirated. This has been quite a journey, quite an education, and I hope as an author in this scenario, I can shed some light for other authors. And I think it's apropos that I'm driving somewhat in the dark, except when the headlights from other cars come in, because we are all in the dark right now. Until we get to the bottom of the answer to the question, not to be or not to be, but to opt in or not opt in. That is the question. And my name is Lynn Eisenberg. Welcome to the docu-journey of To Opt In or Not to Opt In, where we're going to explore just what is going on with the Anthropic settlement claim. The lawyers have done a tremendous job. Sussman Godfrey, very impressed that they were able to get a settlement of $1.5 billion, the largest ever for content creators, and that is truly impressive. Unfortunately, when you amortize that over the number of titles and the compensation, and you're not looking at much at the net. The approximate gross is $3,100 per title, and when you take out the net for legal fees and everything else, I think we can all consider that might not be more than $2,000 at best, but we'll see. Anyway, back to the question: opt in or not opt in? So my journey so far has taken me to many different conversations in the last 2 days, including one with my colleague, an author who, like myself, is a big IP empire universe builder. We are not your typical authors. We build media cross-platform empires, and in my case, I also included a lot of Fortune 100, Fortune 500 brands as part of my content. Again, kind of thinking outside the box. And that said, I should just tell you the name of my title, by the way. It's The Funeral Planner, about a woman who brings life to a dead business. She thinks out of the box. I follow her suit. That said, my colleague also is like me, a big IP builder, Frank Bador, who wrote The Looking Glass Wars. He has 5 titles in the suit. I have 2, The Funeral Planner and the Grief Tributes book. And Frank has the series of his Looking Glass Wars in the case that have been scraped, supposedly. Well, what I learned today is they haven't really been scraped. They've been pirated. According to Anthropic and their under oath testimony, apparently they have testified under oath that they did not use any of these titles for training. So that's kind of interesting. This is supposedly only about piracy and the fact that they pirated these titles from some pirate sites, 7 million titles. Although some, apparently there's many that are duplicates. Okay, so then you've got the titles that are in there, and what my understanding from the lawyer in charge of this at Sussman Godfrey, who passed on the information to me, were my choices. What are my choices? To opt in, to opt out, to object, or to do nothing. And I'm going to get into that more later because I might have to refer to my notes. Anyway, I have to pay attention now to driving. On my way to pick up some Thai food, and I will be back at you in a few moments with the continuation of this docu-journey to opt in or not to opt in. That is the question.